is up, Jamily? This is JamiroFan2000 with another episode of the Jamiroquai Minute. All the latest Jamiroquai news in less than 1 minute. Today is yet another roundup episode for all the latest Jamiroquai news up to the week of March 5th. And this is a very, very special episode. This is the 100th Jamiroquai Minute episode. So to start off this episode, I will start dispensing the latest news as of up to March 5th today. And then the second half of this episode will be basically me talking about just reflecting on everything that has happened with Jamiroquai in this series. So let's get right into it. I neglected to mention in the last episode of the Jamiroquai Minute, or last roundup episode, that ZENDER is back. Just a few days ago, which originally was debuted on the ZENDER Music Facebook, the Mr. Moon demo has now been uploaded on the ZENDER Music YouTube channel. So anybody who wasn't on Facebook saw that didn't get to see this rare take from Jamiroquai's old demo tapes, thanks to ZENDER, can check it out now on YouTube. We got a few little more bits of information about the upcoming pre-sale for the UK tour for Jamiroquai's Automaton tour, which will be predictably taking place sometime in the fall this year. It's now been divulged that, according to the French store chain FNAC, or FNAC, there will be French Jamiroquai fans will have advance access to the pre-sale tickets through their website starting on Monday, March 6th, which coincidentally is the same window for fans who had pre-ordered Jamiroquai's Automaton on the official website to get access to sign up for pre-sale tickets for the soon-to-be divulged announcement of tour dates for this UK and now what is a French tour coming sometime this fall. So be sure to go to the Jamiroquai store website and to sign up for the pre-sale, and the tour dates themselves are sure to be announced by at least March 7th. So keep an eye out on the related websites. And another little additional piece of information that got out from this news about the French wing of this UK tour coming later this year. Apparently Jamiroquai have added another French tour date. The new French tour date is going to be in Bercy in France, and the date for that concert is November 27th, 2017. No confirmation from Jamiroquai or anybody at the record label on this date yet, but it's so far just a rumored tour date, so I just thought I'd pass that on. In other news, Rob Harris just recently did a video for the ACM Master class, where, if you're not familiar, some of the band members of Jamiroquai during the in-between times, during the composition and the recording of the current album Automaton, some of the band members of Jamiroquai, most notably Paul Turner, Rob Harris, Derek McKenzie, and Sola Akingbala, had been doing master classes teaching students about instrumentation and how they developed their sound as a musician in Jamiroquai. Well, Rob Harris just did another video for the ACM Masterclass and gave a cool little origin story of his classic guitar riff for the past Jamiroquai song Love Philosophy, and basically explaining how what his place in Jamiroquai was about trying to come up with original licks on his guitar for the guitar solos in future and past Jamiroquai material. So that was really, really cool. Let's see what was happening this week. The most recent releases of the Cloud9 remixes on the everywhere all over the internet. Well, the Jamiroquai HQ people had put out another music video for specifically the Fred Falke remix of Cloud9. But what's very interesting about this music video is it is an edited music video, and primarily is of the sequences from the original Cloud9 music video of JK and Monica Cruz dancing in that dimly red-lit club. It's pretty much a cool video for a absolutely astounding remix. So that is currently on YouTube right now, in addition to two audio videos uploads of the Purple Disco Machine remix, and of course the traditional Fred Falke remix. So all that is up on YouTube, so you can go and check that out. And we are less than 3 weeks away from the release of Jamiroquai's 8th album, Automaton, on March 31st, and the U.S. release will be a week later, as I've noted in previous episodes, for April 7th. we possibly could see Automaton coming out a little earlier than March 31st, because most street dates I have seen online have noted that the gatefold release or vinyl double gatefold release of Automaton is due in some European marketplaces on March 23rd. So some fans could be getting Automaton a little bit early, and probably will start coming online and giving their reviews. As for my review of Automaton, just in the case I get it early or anything, I will be respecting the release date, and I will be putting out my official review of Automaton, track by track, probably on the release date or when I receive the album, which will probably be around April 1st to 2nd, give or take how the postal service in the United States works for me. But I have both releases. As I said in the previous video I just did with JamiroFan talks about buying the physical releases, I have both physical releases coming to me hopefully by the first week of April, so that'd be April 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, one of those 3 days. But plan on there being unboxing videos for me for these two releases. So I will be doing unboxing videos, and then shortly thereafter, after I've given the whole album a good listen through at least 3 or 4 times, I will be issuing my, or I'll be uploading, after the unboxing videos, I will be uploading my review of Automaton, my official review. And I just know this album is going to really surprise a lot of old and new Jamiroquai fans. And as I said in previous videos, we all as fans need to promote this album, regardless if we like it or don't like it. We have to do our fan civic duty and promote this album. So that's pretty much all the news for right now. I just wanted to start talking about 100 episodes of Jamiroquai Minute. I could never have predicted, as I've said in the previous milestone milestones for the Jamiroquai subreddit, when I did one video for 100 and another video for 200 subscribers. I would have never predicted that Jamiroquai would yield this amazing reaction from fans, from Twitter to Facebook to YouTube, especially YouTube. Given YouTube is mostly like 80-20% gaming content, I did not realize how amazing the response and reception would be from Jamiroquai fans on YouTube, and that might be due to my previous experience doing previous experience doing social media for the last few years, but it's just been absolutely amazing. As a fan, it's really a magical time when a new Jamiroquai album comes out, because we know we're going to be getting some new music, and then we just basically self-discover how great this music is. And there's been 3 great things about being a Jamiroquai fan for the last 25 years, as I have. 3 important great things about being a Jamiroquai fan. Number 1, the evolution of Jamiroquai. Many people have followed bands of my generation, and most millennials don't have very many bands that they follow for more than a decade, or at least even 5 years. Most young people follow a band in their young age for a small amount of time, and then they just move on to the next band or wherever their musical tastes take them. The special thing about the Generation X generation was we had a lot of bands that we could follow for a long time. We could follow like Nirvana and a bunch of other bands, but for me, Jamiroquai was just a distinct, special band that that only a small amount of people knew about, and then they just blew up. And the evolution from socially conscious, environmentalist type of acid jazz funk to dance, just straightforward dance funk, and then to this Futura type funk has just been absolutely breathtaking and enthralling and just amazing to discover over the last 25 years. There are still 2 main segments of Jamiroquai fans in the Jamly. There's, of course, the old hardball fans like me, who just pine for the back of the old days, and then there are the young fans who gravitate more towards the electronic and the experimental stuff. And I'm sure Automaton will have several moments of just the experimentation that we old fans have grown to get used to enjoying since A Funk Odyssey and on. But that's the first main great thing about being a Jamiroquai fan. Second great thing about being a Jamiroquai fan is meeting other fans. And through 25 years of following Jamiroquai, I have met so many great and lovely people around this beautiful planet who also gravitated toward the music of Jamiroquai. Didn't think of it was just a passing fad or just a one-hit wonder as the mainstream media would dictate Jamiroquai as, without the benefit of hindsight. But the fans around the world have been some of the most just dramatic and lovely people I've pretty much met. I have met so many lovely people, from Mrs. P to David Rowe to just everybody. I can't name everybody. It's just so many people in the Jamly that I've gotten to know from here in the United States, in Canada, in Japan, and oh my God, South America. You South American Jamiroquai fans are freaking amazing, especially my friends Luciano Cosmic and all the lovely people in the Argentinian and all the other South American and Latin American Jamiroquai fan bases. You guys have got so much amazing energy and spirit. To a lot of my friends in Germany, the Molasics who run Jamiro Talk, to all of my good friends in England, from Esby to Mrs. P to Nick Hunt, to so many people. It's too many people to recount. This Jamiroquai is a rare band where we have fans in almost every corner of the earth. Not to beg a Jamiroquai song pun there. But that's the second great reason about being a Jamiroquai fan. And the third, and probably the most important great thing about being a Jamiroquai fan, is to pass on the world and help word about Jamiroquai, and helping other music fans who are looking for something new to listen to something that's really, really great. And it's very hard sometimes to convert people over to other bands that they're not used to listening to, but especially by fans who have heard everything. But to impart that information onto other prospective music fans, to let them discover for themselves the amazing musical majesty that is Jamiroquai's discography, is absolutely one of the most integral parts of being a real music fan, at least in my opinion. And that is the third greatest thing about being a Jamiroquai fan. But upon reflecting on this Jamiroquai Minute series, it's just been one of the coolest things I've done on YouTube. I mean, I originally did montages for gaming videos, but when I saw the first indications of Automaton starting to develop back in August of 2016, I wanted to get into the forefront of covering all this great stuff that was going to happen with this album. Because when I first heard Automaton, I was like, this is going to be it. They've been away for 7 years. People change, sounds change. Some fans may like it, some fans may not like it, but they're gonna go. JK has always been the kind of guy, the only kind of artist who's always been ahead of the curve on everything. And this time he was ahead of the curve again. And this album is going to turn out to be probably the best modern Jamiroquai album since A Funk Odyssey back in 2001, at least in my opinion. And this is just judging on 2 songs, but I have a lot of confidence in Matt Johnson and JK to give us an amazing Jamiroquai album. In equal measure, a great Jamiroquai tour. And I think Automaton is going to be a visually stunning stage performance. I really do. As stunning a stage performance was during A Funk Odyssey when they started using black light and JK had the polar bear cross white suit and everything. So everyone who's going to the Jamiroquai tour this year, you're going to be in for a fucking treat. It's going to be amazing, and I just know it. And covering it from the outside, we're definitely going to see a lot of great pictures, videos, and first-hand reviews from fans all across the Jamly as Jamiroquai go through their 23 concerts through this first wing of their Automaton tour, worldwide tour, you might say. So everything in this episode, at least the news portion at the beginning, all the links to everything that I noted in this episode are in the description box of the video down below, so be sure to check that all out. I look forward to doing more and more Jamiroquai Minute episodes as long as this album cycle goes. And I'm sure the next 2 or 3 weeks are going to be super busy, especially with Jamiroquai's first tour date being in March 28th in Paris, France. So consider there being a lot of videos coming up in the next few weeks. So I will endeavor to keep the Jamiroquai subreddit updated with all the latest news, and I will endeavor to keep the YouTube channel with some new videos once news progresses. So thank you everyone for supporting the channel and for supporting the video. Thank you to all the Jamiroquai band members for their support of the fan base, and equal measure the Jamly towards them. And we all look forward to Automaton being an absolute amazing album. This is JamiroFan2000, and I will see you again really soon with another Jamiroquai Minute and much, much more. Bye everybody, and thank you again.